Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 27 of the AfterLife Podcast. We got an interesting group based off who signed up. I was very surprised. Never did I ever expect this combination of hosts. But we got Wintertooth 100 here.
Hi. Can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yes, you're perfect. Pristine.
Awkward, avoided.
Yeah. We also have Ash over here. Well, I guess you can't really see him. Just blue square because he still hasn't put his cat picture on his Discord profile picture.
We need the cat pics.
Yeah, where's the cat?
When I'm not lazy.
Well, I mean, anything
never.
beats Wampus, so I mean, But
Literally
Wait, is that the
2
Discord
seconds. Just
logo's
2
like
seconds.
name? Wampus?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't
I
know.
did
I
not
think
know
I like
that.
Wampus. Wampus is cool.
He's a bit amateur hour.
Whoa.
We also have Skunk. I mean,
Hey,
it's
what's
kind
going
of
on?
expected.
Hey,
He's
what's
letting
going
his
on?
hair
Hi.
out, seeing his luscious locks
Jay,
and everything.
I just want to say something real quick, okay? You
Okay.
say we have an interesting group every week.
Yeah,
We
but you
do.
see, I have to say that.
The way he said it was almost offensive. It's real interesting this week.
Interesting.
Oh, I
It's
mean,
real
because,
interesting.
never did I ever expect that we would have you both on at the same time. Because, like,
And then he
typically,
said, those people.
it's like
Those
once in a
people,
blue
the
moon we
animals.
have you guys
Aren't
on.
you a panda? The only one that doesn't match your... Nope, Skunk's an animal. Never mind.
I'm not. Listen, my
We're all
character
animals.
in game is a majestic, beautiful.
Is it really
person.
majestic?
I'd like to see
Majestic.
you dressed up as a skunk. I'm curious what
Yeah,
that
I'm
skin
gonna
would
go
look
for
like.
it. You know what? Since you said it, I'm just gonna do it. One of these days, I'll just do it. Surprise you.
Yes,
It's
that
not going
would
to be like
perfect.
a turtle outfit, is it? Just a little hoodie.
No, it'd be the full thing. Full
This is how the podcast is going to be 4 hours long. Right here.
No.
4 hours? I got a pizza to eat, bro.
Well, you just said throw it in the oven. It'll be fine, Skunk.
Oh, 4 hours?
But another thing we have to mention before we start with the podcast, we're available on multiple platforms, which are linked in the description if you're on YouTube right now. If you're not there, then I guess you already are on the other platforms, so congrats to you. Also, we have a Discord in the description at tiny.cc/ALDiscord, and we have links to all the members at streamerlinks.com/AfterLifeSMP. But also, on our Discord and most recent podcast, you can suggest podcast suggestions, which are topics or questions. And I guess we will dive into the deep end of 1.16 as Justin L. asked, what are your thoughts on the Nether update now that it has been released?
Cool update. Great blocks. Love it.
I see some faces coming from two people, so I'm not sure if they're like hating the Nether update.
I'm not sure what Winter's doing.
I know
But
what
I already-
Blonde's thinking, and it's funny.
You already all know what I'm thinking.
I know what Blonde's thinking.
There's
I
vertical slides.
like it. Skunk actually posted something in the Discord about the blocks being hard to work with, and that there's not enough consistency. And I actually thought that was a good point, but I also thought that was a good point in favor of the blocks. I like that we're branching out in more directions than just staying samey all the time.
Yes.
Crimson Wood.
A good
Great
counter
block.
argument to your argument.
Crimson Wood?
Yeah, beautiful block.
Oh boy.
Love it.
Oh, oof,
That
we're
one
gonna have
needs-
some.
I wish that one was a little redder, a little less purple.
I don't
I
know. I kind
agree.
of like the purple or pink, red, whatever color it is.
Whatever. But I will say, I will give it the benefit of the doubt. It's better in the Nether because I was building with it today, and I'm discovering a lot of the blocks, and it surprisingly they're all better in the Nether. But
That
when you
atmosphere.
build them in the overworld, they're bad. They're not like extremely bad, but they're like they don't mesh well with a lot of the blocks we currently have. So I would personally like to see like more blocks that can texture with these blocks and like kind of mesh well with them. Because right now we don't really have like for instance Blackstone. There's not a lot of like black purplish blocks that really can like go with that. I would like to see like more blocks that can do that.
But Blackstone has the same similar color palette as Obsidian, which is already hard to work with.
Right, and that's the
Yeah.
thing, like, we need, like, some more we need, like, that transition between, like, the real black and, like, the kinda, like, the dark grayish area. Um, sort of like, for example, like, diorite and white concrete and all that stuff. I'd sorta like to see, like, we have a lot of blocks for that area where you can kinda texture and everything. Blackstone kinda needs that as well. Um, not saying that it's bad or anything, but it's just it needs a little bit of complementary blocks, I guess I would say.
Well, now
Um,
now that the update's out, I think a lot of players are gonna get their hands on it and play around with it and come to the same conclusion that it's hard to make look good,
right,
which is, andesite, granite, and diorite all were not great when they first came out, and they actually got a texture change before they started to look good. So I'm
right,
curious if Mojang will eventually texture change them or give us new
right.
blocks to bridge them.
Yeah, which would be really interesting to see that if, like, these newer blocks do get that. Um, but and I do think some of them do need to have, like, some kinda reworking in the texture area, but, and sometimes even, like, the color area as well, because I feel like some of them are really strong with the color. Um, but I like the ideas behind the blocks that they're adding this sort of spookyish style to it, like this creepy, eerie style that we had never really had in the game before. So they're not like totally 100% terrible. It's not what I was trying to express when I was giving my little comments or anything, but I'm just saying I'm just sort of disappointed that they're not really anything revolutionary just yet. So,
Hmm. Yeah, but there's more than building in the Nether update. I really like that there's bone blocks in the Soul Sand Valley. It's really, really useful for survival. Because bones are kind of hard to gather unless you have a skeleton spawner. So I do appreciate that aspect of another update. And like soul speed, super useful enchant. Because to get to my Bastion Remnant, I use it to get my
mhm.
Blackstone. Um, soul speed, so useful.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what? I kind of forgot about that enchant, to be honest.
It's a good
Um,
enchant. I
I'd like
really
to see
like
how
it.
that would be used in like nether tunnels, to be honest with you.
I don't
Like, would
like that
that
it consumes durability to use it,
oh,
Oh,
does it
though.
does
really?
it?
Yep.
That might be a
Oh,
kill
You run
then.
with it, like, you take no damage by the time you get to the
Oh,
end of the tunnel. Your boots
that
are
wouldn't be
slightly
yeah,
damaged.
that wouldn't be good. Oh,
So you need
well,
you
I
need you
mean,
need 2 pairs of boots, the ones you actually wear and the ones you keep in your tunnel on the item frame. You click them off the item frame, put them on, run, put them back.
right. I guess at that point, I would just have a boat.
Yeah.
Nice still.
Well, yeah, because
yeah,
Yeah,
wouldn't that still be faster regardless? So I guess it depends on how
right.
long your tunnel is. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
would you have to sacrifice any of the enchants for soul speed? Like, do you have to remove Depth Strider or Frostwalker off of it or whatever? Or are
I'm
you
I
able to
actually
wear
don't
not sure.
both?
I think if you enchant them from most highest level enchant to lowest level, you can fit everything. It's like the
Mm,
sword. Like if you have a brand new
yeah.
sword that you can barely squeeze on everything if you get lucky and do it right.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
Okay.
the boots are not as complex as the sword.
I mean, I was doing my research because I own Books R Us on the server. Um, and I noticed that you can only get soul speed from like chests or trading, and I'm like,
Hmm?
if you only
Hmm.
made it through chest, I feel like I would have liked it a lot more. That way they would switch from like, people making farms from easily getting some enchants. Mm.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you on that. Like, I feel like a lot of the enchants, like for instance, mending, is one of them. Like having those like enchants that are like specific towards that like dimension, like mending, make it exclusive to like the N, soul speed exclusive to the Nether. You can have all these different enchants that are like exclusive to different areas of the game. That way, it makes you go out and maybe explore or have a reason to go to the Nether. So
Yeah,
it'd be
that's a great
interesting.
idea. It's Soul Speed, they made it, like Jay said, you have to trade with them or find it
Well,
as
yeah.
loot. But if you bring
Yeah.
the piglins to the overworld, they zombify. So you cannot get Soul Speed in the overworld because you can't have either of those things.
Right.
Yeah, but you
Hmm.
still can have it right next to your portal because I was watching Etho's video
It's
and he
true.
had 6 of them set up to where it was just spitting gold at them. I'm like, that seems kind of cheaty. Like, that simple of a thing, and you're getting this much loot. Like, it seems worse than an
Oh,
AFK
yeah.
Fisher, because you don't even have to do anything. You just have to throw gold in and make sure you have chest space.
True,
That's
but
it.
there's only a handful of things that are like really good. That personally
Like,
speaking,
like leather. I've
like
seen leather. That's pretty
leather's
useful.
good. Uh,
There's soul
obsidian. If you
speed.
don't want to mine obsidian, that's a good drop.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can specifically get?
You can get
I think it's
Dream?
gravel,
the
right?
magma creams, which turn into magma cube
Oh,
blocks, so you can
gravel.
get those.
Yeah,
You
you can
get
get gravel.
gravel.
from them.
You get the crying obsidian if you want to actually build with that, or make the respawn anchors, I suppose. You get glowstone, not glowstone, glowstone dust, which of course glowstone.
Hmm.
That's pretty useful.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of
It's
really
actually
neat
kind of
like
an overpowered
corner
farm.
case useful things, like things that there aren't really farms for yet. It kind of makes a universal farm, just not quite as efficient until
Yeah.
someone like Ilmango figures it out and makes it ridiculously efficient.
Yeah.
You
The problem
think?
is it always costs gold, so unless you have a really good gold farm,
Yeah, or
you're gonna
somebody that has it
it's not
all
gonna
for
like
themselves that they've been AFKing 10 centuries worth of time for.
10 centuries. There's gold all over the server. I've just been building treasure rooms out of it.
Mm.
Well,
Ooh.
supposedly
There
you
are gonna
can
be treasure
get
maps.
warped nylium, nether quartz, obsidian, glowstone dust, magma cream, ender pearls, shroom lights, fire charges, gravel, pork chops, leather, warp fungi, soul sand, red mushrooms, brown mushrooms, flint, rotten flesh, crimson fungi, and nether brick.
Yeah, it's pretty fair.
Yeah,
A
nether
lot of
brick's a
that
good
on
one.
its own isn't like over the top exciting, but when you think about, getting the mushrooms, you can then plant the trees. So now you have a way to
Mhm.
like get the infinite ways to plant the trees and get the special woods now, the nether woods, without having to go farm for them.
See, I kind of like that. That way you don't have to like destroy your nether, right?
I like it because you don't have to destroy your nether, but also those trees, those aren't leaves. They don't despawn, so they don't
Right.
drop saplings, or in this case, mushrooms to grow them.
Right.
So they're not renewable
Yeah, it
unless
kind
you
of
bone
balances out, I
meal.
guess.
Well,
You,
no, you
you
never
can
had to
bone meal
destroy
the
anything, though.
you can bone meal the netherrack, and you can get a chance for mushrooms.
Well, no, if
Mhm.
you have their specific nylium or whatever grass block for that mushroom, it grows on it like how you would do with the flower farms if you have that flower farm mechanism, except you put that grass there instead, the nether grass, then it grows the mushrooms and the nether grass on it. Because I
Yeah, like I
watched
said,
Etho do that in his
yeah,
Hermitcraft
you
video.
can grow the mushrooms with the bone meal, but
Mhm.
like I mean, apart from that, like you don't get them from the trees, so you're not making like a traditional tree farm out of them.
Yeah, you would have
Right.
to
I guess you
rely on
could.
having both farms if you wanted that, I guess. Hmm.
That's pretty close though. I mean, right? You get a stack of the mushrooms in your hand, put it into a normal tree farm. Would that work? Normally the leaves get destroyed in that, but they're not leaves.
So they wouldn't despawn either at any point, right?
Yeah, you'd have no despawning. I don't know if they
Right.
would auto get destroyed like the leaves do. Yeah, I don't think you can even do them right now in a traditional tree farm.
I'm sure somebody will figure something out
Oh yeah, Ilmango, I'm
where they
just waiting for
can.
it.
I'm
Right. Of
sure they
course.
already have a way. I'm sure you could probably use your current one, I think, from what I feel like the hermits were talking about. But I don't know. Is there anything else that was crucial in 1.16 that was added that was like really cool or lame?
The bastions are pretty cool. Kind of chaotic.
Yeah. I really like the bastions. Jay disapproves of them, but I really, really like the bastions. They're cool.
They are definitely for me. I feel like they're gonna be like especially when you're making videos. I'm like, this is gonna be a one-time thing, and then I'll never show it again.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, perhaps. I just can't wait for those transformation of the bastions.
Oh,
Those are
yes.
cool. Like they're like complex cave systems almost inside their big box, and I really like that part about them.
Okay, all three of you guys need to get on that. Transforming a Bastion Remnant to blah. You know, like how people transform villages. You're going to be transforming that.
We'll just do it to the
Big
town hall.
box,
It's like it's slowly taking over
Yes,
from
that's
the
my
Nether portal.
problem. The big
I need world
box.
edit.
Mm.
Such a big build.
a big box of maze, which is
Oh,
fine.
they also don't forget. I don't know how useful it's going to be, but we have magma cube spawners now.
Oh, yeah.
I
That is
mean,
that is very useful, I
only if
think.
you want fire resistance potions, that's the only use, right?
Or
So
magma blocks. Creams craft into magma blocks.
Yeah. Interesting.
how many magma blocks do you need?
Yeah, this is true.
Well, if you want to make a really good gold farm now, a lot.
Well, there you go, Windsor.
So it's cyclical. It goes in a circle.
The circle of
magmas
life.
They
good
gave us
XP?
the spawner, which gives us the creams, which gives us the cubes, which gives us the gold farm, which gives us everything else from the monsters.
And once you build a gold farm, you'll never use the magma cream farm again.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Well, unless you want to do other farms that involve, unaliving
Yeah.
mobs without player interaction.
This is true.
So what do you guys think of the new brute mob they added last second that we still technically don't have?
I literally have not
Hmm.
been able to interact with it and know almost nothing about it except what it looks like.
Oh yeah,
Same
I
as
mean that's
Winter.
what I mean because we
I'm
don't
guessing
have
it has more health and hits harder.
Yeah, it's supposed to hit
Very
slower. It's a little bit bigger, and then it hits harder.
I
Kinda
wonder if they
interesting.
added it to help counteract the
Gold.
Hoglins. Those things have a lot of life and hit super hard.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be able to hit you while you're even wearing gold armor. So
Really?
yes,
See, I know nothing about it.
So that's why I
kinda
thought
like
that was
that.
crazy. I was like, that makes it better because
Yeah.
I was
I'll just
thinking
unalive it.
I was thinking about our certain event that we have planned. I don't know if I'm even supposed to talk about it anymore, or if we
I
already
thought we were
did.
gonna, a while ago.
Well,
You know.
I had other plans.
I'm trying not to spoil it.
I wanted more things first, but a lot of people didn't want to provide those things because I wanted a big old fancy
Oh.
thing to happen. That way, it looked really cool when it was announced. But
I have no idea what we're talking about.
I
what do you mean?
and
You should know what you're
I
talking
and
about,
and
Skunk.
and they and them were on
Yeah,
top of it.
so
We
I mean,
got you, just everyone else.
so since I
Mhm.
didn't get the 2 things I needed from each person or team, or yeah, that.
Oh,
Oh.
careful with your words.
Well, I mean, I can do this in post production. I don't know.
He just every other word is just bleeped out.
Yeah, it's bleeped out or just like filled in
Bleep.
with like a robot voice or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Should be interesting to see what happens for that.
How many are there, and how many have not given you what you needed?
Well, a lot of people chickened out on what they needed to give me and decided to just go the normal route with one of their requirements. Everybody else
Mm.
did one requirement because that's probably pretty easy for them.
The easy one, yeah.
Because the other one requires you customizing, and I think half the teams, yeah, I'll just use the word teams, chickened out.
Bunch of chickens.
Teams.
Mhm.
Wait until
What?
they get a load of this guy.
I think well, no. Okay. But yeah, so that should be interesting.
Well, yeah, whatever it is, it'll be interesting. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully. Hopefully nothing
Hey, when does
screws
the
up.
podcast go out? Aren't we doing it tomorrow?
Yeah, but we don't. Yeah, but I still I don't know if we're even going to announce it without not having the trailer.
Oh, right.
Because I
Right.
wanted the trailer
Yeah.
to be the thing
We
that
might do it
announced
tomorrow, but
everything.
it's delayed for them. Yeah.
But I
Dang
don't
it.
know. So yeah, that's the only qualm I have, unfortunately. But in other
It'll work out.
news, so I saw yesterday, sadly, we have a Minecraft cereal on the way. Minecraft Creeper Crunch by Kellogg's.
That's real.
I'm gonna
Yes,
buy
it's
all of
coming
that.
out in August
I'm buying it.
2020. It is going to feature 10 items that are possible to get for, I guess, Minecraft Bedrock Edition or Dungeons or Earth. I don't know. It's supposed to be each cereal box has one item. So for one of them, it says Sapphire Adventure Cloak for character creator in a game. I don't know what character creator is, but supposedly you can get a Sapphire Adventure Cloak.
Character creators in Bedrock.
So is that what it is? I didn't know if that was
'cause-
dungeons when you could like add the armor, or if it was like Minecraft Earth where you could put the stuff on your character, or if it was Bedrock because you could do that
Well-
with your character too.
Well, because they do have two character creators, but I mean, I would say it's well, it'd be interesting if it was Bedrock because they get another cape, which I'm jealous over.
Yeah, I was gonna say they should just put something in there for Java players. Apes.
Imagine, man, I'd be
Capes and mods.
going
All you gotta
through.
do is buy our cereal and you get a
Well,
cape.
no.
Like,
Well, you can
yeah.
you can see what item you're getting, so that kind of makes it easier for you.
No, just
Oh.
pick through all the
Yeah.
boxes.
And
It's
then
not
the
here,
code's
honey.
inside the
Next
box.
Store.
But
You think
yeah.
Creeper Crunch is a good name?
It
I like it.
is, but if you actually look at because the creepers are supposed to be the marshmallows, but if you
Right.
look at the marshmallows, they just look like green marshmallows. They don't look like creepers at all.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Like if you
It's gonna
look at
be-
if you look at the hyperlink on the podcast document, it's
Yeah.
there, and then like it's like you didn't even try with this. It literally looks like a green marshmallow from any other
They
cereal.
didn't even put faces on them, bro.
Yeah, it's just green mush.
Green mush.
Oh, I think that's Bedrock, judging by that look of it. Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those 3 games. I mean, I know it wasn't us for sure.
yeah. I know. It's like, what the heck, bro?
They're
Yeah.
really trying to just make Bedrock version just look appealing. It's not.
Oh, I see.
Don't play it.
I'm looking at it. Creeper bit marshmallows. They're not creepers.
Yeah, they're
supposed to be
nothing that
creeper bit.
resembles. It's like, did you even
Creeper
try?
bits. Sounds like they found a creeper, chopped it up, poured it in.
I don't even know if they
Yeah,
did that.
creeper bits.
I don't know. It's sad.
They took
Wha-
the TNT out of it first.
Ugh.
Will you guys try it?
I
No.
mean, I'll buy one box maybe, but then if I don't like it, I'll probably not buy it again.
Like,
Hmm.
no, because it has no impact on the version of Minecraft I play, but also I don't like sugary cereals except
Yeah,
for
I'm with
Frosted Mini
Winter on
Wheats.
that,
Well, with
and
that
I'm also with
said,
Winter on
I
that.
also don't like cereal except Frosted Mini Wheats.
what's
I
the
really like
best
cereal.
cereal? Let's hear. What's the best one?
Oatmeal. That's my preferred cereal.
Frosted Flakes.
So you think that's the best one?
Frosted Flakes, you can't go wrong.
Reese's
Or
I
Puffs.
used to think they were the best, but then I didn't. Then I started
Cinnamon
feeling like
Toast.
they got too soggy easy. Cinnamon Toast, I think, is overrated.
Really?
Yeah, then it's expensive too for that.
It turns the
Frosty
milk
Mini
like all
Wheats.
like
Frosted Mini Wheat.
Frosted Mini Wheats is actually really good.
I
That
think
is a
it's
good one.
good if you somehow eat
Tasty
the
and good for
cereal
you.
at the right time, because sometimes when it gets too soggy, then it's like you got to it too late, kind of.
Yeah, I like it when it's soggy. If your
I would say
cereal
so,
to
too.
milk mixture is just right, then there's no like pure milk when you're drinking it at the end. It's just filled with cereal bits.
I don't think I
Fruity
fully like
Pebbles,
that.
though. Fruity Pebbles, dude. Oh, that's good. That's a good cereal.
The Fruity Pebbles is purely for flavor. It's never filling for me.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's delicious.
My parents used to buy that for me before we
See,
before we go to school, and just 9 a.m. I'm like, when is lunch? Oh my god, I'm starving.
What was that cereal that was like the rice cereal? Snack Crackle Pop or whatever? What was that cereal
Rice
called?
Krispies.
Is that really?
yeah,
Crinkle
the
Yeah.
Rice Krispie cereal. Yeah, it's literally
Is
what
that
it
really
is.
what it's called? I think it was called
Mm.
something different. Anyway, that was like what you were saying about Fruity Pebbles. That's how I felt about that one. Like that never just felt like air. You're eating
They're
air,
just hollow. Yeah, nothing.
right?
Well, I know 2 other AfterLife members that are currently not here love Honey Nut Cheerios. And I think
Um,
I'm a big
Cheerios.
fan of Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut
I
Cheerios
like
is
the
good.
Cheerios without honey.
What?
I don't like Cheerios at all.
Those are the best Cheerios.
No,
Yeah,
they
Honey Nut
aren't.
Cheerios
That's
are
the
too sweet.
weakest.
No, no. Honey Nut Cheerios too sweet for me. I don't know. I like the regular Cheerios.
When I
That's
get
where it's
them
at.
without the honey, I want to. Okay, I can't say that. That's I want to throw them away. There you go. That's the term.
We're gonna
Oh,
curse, Jay.
No, I was gonna say
w-
something else. I would rather donate them to a food shelter when I accidentally buy the wrong one. There we go. That's
That's a good
how
way to
bad I
get
think
rid
it.
of things you don't want,
At
though.
least you're not throwing them away.
Well, no, because I was gonna say something else instead.
Just throw them away.
oh my gosh, what is with this hate
Step on 'em.
against regular Cheerios?
I like them.
Well,
I
I
haven't said
mean,
anything. Heart
Q
healthy over there.
Q likes the
Yeah.
sour apple flavored ones, I think, or well, he
Oh,
did at one
Apple
point.
Jacks?
Is that
Apple
what?
Jack?
Interest-
No, like, well, I don't think he actually got Apple Jacks. Like, it was just like a flavor for the Honey Nut Cheerios brand.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Huh.
Never heard of it.
I mean, unless he did, I'm not sure. Because I don't remember why. I think he accidentally bought the wrong one, and that's why he was eating it. But maybe he just likes a normal one. So, I mean, I was just curious because we were talking about Minecraft Creeper Crunch, and I figured this would be interesting to see what everybody liked. We learned that Winter hates, a good bit of cereal. Wait, so you said you like, what'd you like again, Winter? What's it called?
Frosted Mini Wheats?
So wait,
Or
do you
Reese's
ever
Puffs?
do you ever get the chocolate chip kind for Frosted Mini Wheats?
No, I haven't eaten a bowl of cereal in probably 6 years.
Really?
Yeah, right around the age of 24,
Mhm.
25, I just had a weird palate change where the only thing I want to eat, it has to be delicious, hot, and like seasoned. So usually it's like some
Mhm.
sort of meat, steak.
So actual food.
Yeah, like
Wait,
if
you're
it- if
eating
it's- if it's
steak
like-
for
like
breakfast?
cereal,
Is that
like,
what you're
it's like-
saying?
it's like-
No, he's eating a nice breakfast, like a
yeah, like
good.
it has to be real
hearty
food. Like breakfast at some point changed from like cereal is like the thing to I'd rather have bacon, eggs, toast.
Mm,
Like it
Mhm.
just that other stuff is just like I could eat it, but I would feel like I just wasted a lot of time and didn't actually eat anything I wanted.
hear
So
that?
I haven't had cereal in
Mm,
years.
mhm.
Winter is a crazy
Uh-huh.
carnivore.
Oh, I am.
So
Cool.
Sometimes
apparently-
they'll we'll go out for food, not anymore since the whole whatever, but we go out, they're looking at the menu and it's like you can get a steak with a side of salad and the other thing, and I'm like, I'll have the steak, you can keep everything else. No,
There's-
don't bring it out to
oh
me.
my
I
gosh.
don't want
Who,
it.
who will eat the salad? Honestly, let's be
There's a
honest here.
sour patch
Honestly,
cereal?
salads are pretty good before steaks.
Oh yeah.
Like if I can
Caesar
get a
salad's not
good
bad
Caesar,
with
yes, a
ranch.
good Caesar salad, I will die any day.
Caesar salad's good. I'll give
I
it
like
that.
Caesar
With a
salad with
lot of
ranch.
dressing.
I don't like Caesar dressing.
Really?
Yeah. This
I don't
doesn't
like
do it for me.
dressing in general. And ranch. People think I'm weird for that. Well.
Yeah, you're weird, Ash.
He likes what he likes. You know what I'm saying?
And he's weird. I'll say it.
Wow.
Ranch and dressing. I don't know. I just prefer, like, if I get a salad, I just prefer vegetables and maybe fruit. I don't know.
Oh, what was that one
No.
That is
called?
pretty
Captain
unique.
Crunch. That's
Captain
right.
Crunch.
Captain Crunch is good.
Yeah, I like that peanut butter cereal. It's pretty good.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops. Yes.
What else was there?
I
Count
didn't care for Lucky
Chocula.
Charms.
Ooh, I did like Count Chocula when I was a kid.
Oh.
Never heard of that cereal. I think that's because I'm a Zoomer.
Zoomer, bro.
Zoomer.
Yeah, but apparently
Nice.
they had a Sour Patch Kids cereal.
What?
I think I vaguely
just-
remember that, but I've never tried it.
I never tried it
yeah.
either. They had
I
Sour
think I've
Patch Kids
seen it.
gum too. I've had that. That's absolutely revolting. It's so gross. Sour Patch should just remain a candy, not anything else.
Yeah, I can just never see myself eating a cereal.
I think there
that.
was Sour Patch Mountain Dew at one point.
I feel like there had to be.
Because
Because I mean, I
Because
think
that's
that's the
just
only
like-
thing that would make sense to do that kind of flavor with.
I get it.
I recently found out that Mountain Dew was invented to be a mix for whiskey. That was its original purpose, to be a mix for whiskey.
What, Mountain
Hmm.
Dew?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's in the
Huh.
name Mountain Dew, where they made moonshine,
Hmm.
Okay.
which isn't whiskey to be fair. But
Mountain Dew.
I tried it.
Hmm.
I actually tried it recently. It was really good. It,
Oh.
you don't taste the Mountain Dew, but it makes the whiskey not, have that kick where, you don't want to look like a punk at the party where you're like,
Yeah, right,
it takes that away. It takes that away. You're
right?
just like, yeah.
Mm.
Sour Patch Kids shoes. Oh, man, they have Sour Patch Kids things everything. Oh my gosh.
Well, of course, you gotta expand your merch. You gotta milk every single dime you can before you become an existent
Bro.
brand.
I
You
want
are on
these
the
shoes. I could rock
rabbit
them.
hole now.
Sour Patch Kids weed. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Okay, it's not
What?
Hold
not
on.
legal in all 50 states, but
Let's order this
Legal
right now.
here.
Whoa. Aren't Sour
AfterLife
Patch
House.
supposed to advertise toward kids because they have kids in their like brand name?
Sour Patch Kids. This is Sour Patch weed. All right.
I don't think you have to
All
advertise
right,
towards kids. It's like
okay.
South Park. It's featuring 10-year-old boys, but
Right.
that show is not for kids.
Yeah, I guess so.
yes, that
point.
is definitely not a show for kids.
My son watches it though, because he can't really speak yet, so he's not repeating anything.
Or will
Oh,
This
Just
first
wait,
word will just be
Walter.
something like
he's
No, he's
gonna
got a
become
handful of words down. He just, he
he's
doesn't
got a
repeat things
handful.
he hears on the TV.
he's gonna become Cartman. You're gonna be in regret.
In the movie, bigger, longer, uncut.
I'd like to see that.
I'm like borderline singing the song from it, but I can't for reasons.
I mean,
I love South Park.
hmm.
I remember I was like a 10-year-old boy, and that show was just coming out, and my cousin would come over, my older cousin, and he would bring over copies on the old VHS play for my stepdad. My mom would be like, "Okay, kids out," and of course we wouldn't leave, and she would complain, but we would watch it. So I've been watching it since I was like 10. I love that show.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually never like fully watched that show. I've only seen like clips.
I think
It's
it's
ridiculously topical if you're like paying attention to it. They literally make episodes the week before they air, so they can be as topical as possible.
yep.
Well,
They made
yeah.
for the Hillary versus Trump, they made the episode predicting that Hillary was going to win, and then had to make a brand new ending to the episode in like a day because obviously she didn't win.
I mean, to be fair, the
Incredible,
past
actually.
couple seasons haven't been as good, I feel like.
Because they changed the last few seasons have changed their like formula. They now have an arc over the season versus where they just used to like where every episode was kind
Yeah,
of
which I
self-contained.
think is bad. I don't know why they continue to do that arc when everybody literally says it's bad.
Yeah, they could change it. I agree. I don't know why they don't change it because like if they're making them on a weekly basis, like clearly they have the ability to change the story as it goes.
Yeah, so
Not something that they storyboarded forever ago.
I don't know. I just know that they've been lackluster seasons where laughs haven't as been fulfilling. You know, in the stomach, they're not as there anymore.
Not as deep.
Yeah.
Like ha instead of ho ho ho.
Because I know my roommate and our friend, we were watching it, and then they would just turn it off because they were like, "This isn't even really funny. I don't even think I laughed at all this episode." So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it kind of probably depends on what
Oh,
you
it's
keep
skunk.
up with.
King too. Skunk.
He's getting mugged. He's like, what?
Are you singing to somebody, Skunk? I see him over there. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
I don't know. He's still muted. Oh, he unmuted.
Nothing. We weren't talking about
Why are
you.
you guys talking about me?
No.
What?
We would
No,
never,
we're not talking
Skunk.
about you.
Listen, look at this. They got freaking. I'm looking at all this. They got Go-Gurt flavored.
He's still on the Sour Patch Kids.
And they, sorry, and they got ice cream flavored Sour Patch.
That's a
Well,
lot of Sour
Skunk.
Patch. Oh my goodness.
It'll always
Ice cream
be
sounds pretty
a
good though.
candy, from my perspective. I could not see myself eating a yogurt Sour Patch or a ice cream Sour Patch. It's just
I mean, I don't think you're gonna get any chunks in there. It's just gonna be the flavor. I don't see it being
True.
that
Fresh
bad.
flavored ice cream. I
I
do
don't
like
know.
sour things. Sour is a big good point in my taste buds.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
I don't.
sour ice cream though.
I saw this episode, and this is gonna date me so bad, but I saw this episode of Jimmy Neutron where I forget the kid's name. One of his friends gets this little vial, and he's like, "Ooh, what's this? Can I have it? Can I drink it?" And he's like, "That's concentrated sour. No, you should not drink that." He's like, "There's no sour that's too sour for me." And he chugs it, and his face completely puckers up. And I've always wanted to try concentrated sour.
Concentrated sour.
I don't know if it's a real thing, but just the show made it look so like, yeah, there's no sour
Concentrated
too sour
sour.
for me.
See, if you were a streamer, that would be a great thing to watch you do on stream.
Skunk's doing research. He'll let me know. It's like hot sauce. There's barely any like the very top end range of hot sauces can actually like tickle my spice registry.
You
Well, you
find
can get it
anything,
on
Skunk?
Amazon. I'm doing a podcast. Get out of here.
Wow. Concentrated sour.
Concentrated sour.
Yeah, but it's like sour drops concentrated flavoring.
I don't think
Oh,
you can get concentrated sour.
I bet you could just put this in your eye like an eye drop, see what happens. Like do it as a challenge.
Don't
do
put that in
kids.
your eye.
What?
Hey guys, for this stream, we're gonna test to see the limits of what can and
We should
cannot
buy it
blind
as a
you.
Oh
one.
no,
It's a
see,
one
this is what
star
Skunk's
review.
gonna do. He's gonna be like, welcome to my TikTok. Yes, we're gonna be doing the concentrated eye sour challenge. That's all it's
Oh,
gonna be.
there should
Sorry,
definitely
what
be
I'm
a
talking
there
about?
should definitely be a disclaimer across the screen somewhere. Do not try that at home. May cause blindness.
I don't even
God.
know what I'm looking at right now.
Well, I didn't really see anything on Amazon, so I don't know what you're staring at.
Listen, here, I will.
I saw
link
like a bunch of drinks and whatever. It didn't look like
Oh,
actual.
this is. Look at this. Look at this though. This
You
is some
found something? Do I need
concentrate.
to
We're
put
gonna
my
try
eyes
this
on
on the
it?
next
click
podcast.
links though. My Discord is being recorded.
But you can do
Uh,
it on your thing.
I will just have to
Oh my
describe it to you. It doesn't make noise, does it? Oh, there's a picture. Nice.
Ew, that looks
I
nasty.
put a
That doesn't even
picture.
look good.
Sour drops.
Yeah, it doesn't even look good.
I wouldn't trust
What is
that.
it
I wouldn't
made
even
of?
believe
That
that
just
it's made
looks
in the
like
USA
powder.
based
Sour
off
apple
that.
or something.
Yeah, it looks like
It's-
it's meant to be added to some sort of powder. Maybe that is like some
It's
sort
made
of
in the USA as a
concentrated sour.
1-star review, bro. And only one rating. The one person that bought this.
It's like I put it in my eyes. Never again.
I
Why are we
thought they
talking
were
about
eye
sour
drops.
eyes?
They have the
What
same
world?
like bottle shape. I wonder if Jay will put it on
That's what I
screen
was
for everyone to
saying. That's
see.
what I was saying.
Right? Because what if you get
No,
like
they
dirt in your
can
eyes
look
and you
at
can't really
from-
see and you're feeling around and you grab it and you're
Wait,
just like,
no,
oh,
you
here it
can't
is.
focus.
Thank God.
This is the weirdest podcast ever recorded.
No, it's definitely not.
Come
Nope.
on
Did
now.
you see the last podcast?
Yeah, we
Did you see
haven't
the last one?
we haven't mentioned the words that are not to be mentioned, supposedly.
Gotta,
Even-
gotta
Vanilla
give the audience a break.
The audience is even telling us, "Oh, we should do a charity stream every time we mention that unsacred word. We have to donate $10." It's like, man,
What,
you're-
scaffolding?
yeah, sure.
Yes, scaffolding. Get Kyle on it. He'll donate.
One day.
One day.
day. Have to have a
One
bigger
day.
audience for that. There's just not enough. Not
Well,
enough
yeah, if they
audience.
expecting to donate $10 each time we mention that one word or whatever, that adds up. You know, the amount of times you mentioned
Right.
in the last podcast.
Sometimes I don't even make $10 a month. I can't do that.
Well, I mean, that's why you got
This was
Mrs.
an
Tooth
exceptionally
over
good
there.
month, though. I'll just say that this was an exceptionally good month.
I mean, you might
Minecraft
be having
Dungeons was
another one in
sweet.
July. Just saying.
With the new update, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. The question is, will it be enough for you, Winter?
That's like the first couple. That game. I don't mean to change topic to that game, but that game, man. When you first play it, it's exciting, it's new, but very quickly you're like, I've done everything, and there's nothing left to do.
Hell yeah. That's kind of the bad thing about that game, and I think we all kind of figured that would happen,
I think the
seeing how much
audience
content
figured
was
it
being in the
out
game.
too. Because the
Right.
first few videos went up where everyone was playing it, they were explosive, but after a week or two, I think they played the game and realized there's not a lot left, and so views on those sorts of videos just they're
Mm.
still above average for normal content, but there's just way less.
Sorry,
I
I'm
mean,
making faces
Yeah.
over here.
probably
He's looking at more Sour Patch stuff.
No. I just
Yeah.
Reese's flavored something popped up, and
quit embracing
yeah,
your kinks over there, Skunk.
you don't want to know. You don't even want to know. Ooh.
You
Yeah,
don't
never
want
mind.
to.
Carry on. Sorry.
See,
You don't.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Skunk's
They're
like,
just
I'm gonna
teasing
try
the
this one
viewership.
out
Oh,
later.
God.
1 day shipping.
Yeah, bro. We're buying it. Whoa, dude. Oh, winner, you
Don't
can
worry,
buy
audience.
Mrs. Tooth this. Hold on.
Did you say you're gonna buy Mrs. Tooth?
No,
Something?
you could. You could. Not me. This would
Skunk is going to?
This is
you
just
would ban me. Look at that.
I gotta see. Is it the link?
Yes.
Click it. I click link.
Find it.
Man, is
Oh
this
my
an Amazon?
goodness.
Oh, what in the world?
Jay,
Bro.
you have to put that on.
You're
on the-
trying
on
to
the
encourage me to
podcast
do
too.
work?
No, I'm not
Do
making
it,
you do
Jay.
work.
It's funny. Everyone wants to see it.
Listen, what it is it's basically a woman wearing this like Reese's cup dress. Doesn't even look that like good material. Hey, listen.
It's like a pillowcase that happens to have a hole for
Right?
your head and your arms.
Exactly. I don't know
And it's
what I was doing.
Reese's.
Reese's, everybody. I want a
The
t-shirt.
peanut butter cup, not the guy.
Right. Anyway, carry on. What were we talking about?
Minecraft Dungeons for a little bit.
Yeah, very, very briefly.
But I mean,
I don't know when it started.
I was gonna add that it probably doesn't help that some people got it before release date,
Mhm.
you know, a few days before everybody else, and they got to stream it. Probably doesn't help people who are allowed to stream the beta.
Yeah, the
Right.
I actually heard somewhere, and I don't know if this is true because just through the grapevine, but they're supposedly signed NDAs to not be streaming the content at certain times, and some of them were anyway.
I mean, I don't know.
Oh.
I mean, some of the legacy people were doing stuff with it. Some of the truly bedrock people were. I think probably even some hermits probably at some point. But I know truly bedrock and legacy, they played it at least. And it's just like, hey, it must be nice getting beta keys over here. Can't even get one
Yep.
myself. And I signed up
Mhm.
immediately as soon as it came out, where it's like, you can sign up for beta. It's like, oh, I guess I'm not a lucky enough winner for it.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, from a YouTube perspective, it kind of sucks. The big guys getting special treatment to get bigger, but from the company's perspective, it's just we just want exposure. To sell the game.
Yeah.
They're
That's all
not
we want.
inherently linked to YouTube, so I don't think they necessarily care so much. They just want to give it to the names that are going to help draw attention.
Well, I
to
was
it.
a bit confused by who they gave it to, though, right? Like, if you looked at Twitch, we have like Dr. Lupo, Tim the Tatman, Courage, whoever else playing it. It's like, I never really saw them as the type of people to be like, they would be willing to play it, but I guess they played it and had fun, or supposedly had fun, so.
I think Dr.
Yeah.
Lupo really enjoyed it. So
Well, yeah,
No,
I think it fits more him, but, I just figured he probably would have stuck more with the shooter games or
Right.
whatever.
I was gonna say, do
Tim
they
didn't
play
say.
sort of hack and slash games like that?
Typically,
don't know
on
who
their streams,
those
they
people are.
typically play like Warzone or Fortnite or whatever.
Because there's this guy I watch, Mr. Llama SC, who pretty much only streams Diablo 2,
Mm-hmm.
which came out over almost 2 decades. It's 2 decades old now for everyone who doesn't know. But he even was playing it because it's a hack and slash game, and Dungeons is a hack and slash game. So I was actually surprised to see him playing it. So they're giving that thing out to everyone,
Right,
Except
right.
us.
except people who actually cared about it.
We don't matter.
I
No, we're
mean,
just a
I
fan
guess
base.
in the end, I don't really care for it now anymore, so.
We got to play it. We got our fun out of it, I think.
Yes, my 11 hours of fun. I guess it makes sense for a $20 game, $2 an hour. Or whatever. A little bit less than $2,
Yeah,
depending
I
on
have
how
a
many hours I
friend
played.
who gauges games based on something extremely similar to what you're saying, Jay. He's like, if it's a $40 game, it needs to be 40 hours of playability, right? $1 per hour. That's how he breaks down the value of a game. If he can't get at least $1 per hour's worth of content, he won't buy it.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
those $80
That's a good,
games, those are tough ones for him to get.
The
It's
Minecraft has the most
ridiculous.
value.
Yeah, Minecraft
Yeah.
would be definitely the most valuable.
Huge value there.
Huge
Yeah,
value.
'cause
But
what
it
is
also
there?
makes sense. It's sold for $2 billion.
Right.
It is
2.5
massively valuable.
ones here. Come on, you got to get the
2.5.
podcast trivia question right.
I'm
Do we have
rounding.
trivia? Do we have trivia, Jay?
Technically,
have
no.
trivia?
Trivia,
do?
Jay. Trivia.
No,
Trivia.
We
I was
do.
referencing from when we did it because that was a question Winter
Yes.
missed because he
Right.
said like 2 billion.
I
I
always say
think
2 billion. I always say 2 billion. 2 billion even all the time.
I'm just wondering this time if we have trivia. Because I
no,
like
we do
trivia.
not, Skunk. We do not.
I enjoy trivia. How do we not have trivia on this podcast? This is
because
ridiculous.
I am busy doing
I'm-
other things, Skunk.
Yeah,
I'm
like updating the
procrastinating,
server.
Jay.
I am
Clicks
busy.
refresh, sees we're still not on 116.
I'm
This is
busy doing
blasphemy.
something else. But
And
then
what is
after
that,
it's
sir?
supposed to. Yeah, I
You
guess
don't wanna know,
technically by the
Skunk.
time it comes out, by the time podcast comes out, application should be open. Hopefully, unless I magically screwed up with replay mod, then it should be open.
This is potentially the actual announcement then?
Oh yeah, that. Well, I mean, I finished doing replay mod before this podcast, so that's why we were a little bit like 9 minutes after the time because I was like trying to like, okay, can I finish this? Maybe I can finish this. And then I'm like approaching the I'm slowly getting closer to the 5:30. I'm like, crap, maybe. And then Skunk's over here like, hey, podcast, Jay, podcast. Hey, Jay, let's do the podcast. I'm like, let me
I'm
just
just
finish the
reminding
replay
you.
mod. It's almost done. It's almost done.
I was just
I didn't
reminding
mind the
you.
break. I was just reading HP's Lovecraft, Call of Cthulhu.
It's a big book.
Yeah, it is.
Call of Cthulhu.
How many
I don't-
Well,
pages?
this is the complete collection. This is
Oh.
every story he made. Call of Cthulhu is only like 20 pages, 25 pages, which is one of the lengthier stories.
Well, I guess while
Yeah. You're
Or
like 2 o'clock rolled
trivia.
around. I'm like, oh no, I'm about to find out about Cthulhu. And then you're like 30 more minutes. I'm like, yeah, Cthulhu.
But yeah, so if you guys are interested about applications, then there should be a link in the description, Smile. That
Good
means I
day,
gotta
Smile.
remind you guys to update your descriptions too. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
Fun times.
Everybody must promote it.
I'm glad this is happening. I've had at least 3 different people ask me.
Yes, I
On
woke up
Discord,
this morning and I
like,
saw it in our chat. I'm like, ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Just
okay,
the
Jay.
same person asking every few days. It's like, we told you to wait. Can't you wait?
Be patient.
Well, the
Patience is a
upside,
virtue.
doesn't the application have that as a clause of admittance?
Well, yeah,
Once
but
they
you know,
apply, they need to not bring it up again.
yeah, but the question is how many people are actually gonna care.
Still care. Don't worry.
There'll be enough people.
I don't know. I
Um,
mean, hopefully,
Since I
this is
applied
better.
in the last one, I do not know the answer to this. How many people actually applied for the last one? If you're comfortable,
We
telling,
had
I
a
don't know if
lot
that's secret.
less actually for the last one, which was odd. I mean, ever
Lucky
since
for me.
we started doing it for season 3, we've had a lot less people, which is odd because like typically we get a bunch of people, but I guess the break might have affected things. Maybe we're not as popular. Maybe searching for a Minecraft server is not as popular anymore, so
Right.
we didn't get as many people, if I recall correctly. And I don't know if like the form immediately asking for your email helps or scares people away. Because maybe some people don't want to hand out their emails, but I mean, I try to make sure to mention that in the video. I'm like, we ask for your email. It literally asks you as soon as you open. I'm sorry if you're not comfortable, but that is my way of telling you if you got denied. Because I don't want to add you if you're denied. Well, I didn't say that,
Is-
but that's what I mean.
It's interesting though how many people have email issues with my Discord. I've had people message me comment on my videos on YouTube, like, I can't join your Discord. I don't know my email. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know your email? Like, I can't log into it.
Bro.
Like, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah, in the application
need it.
video, I was like, if you have a YouTube account, which you hopefully should, because you're applying, you should already be a YouTuber. You should already made content. Then you should have an email,
yep.
or you wouldn't be able to have a YouTube account. As simple as that.
One of those things where they just
Duh.
made the email to get the YouTube, and then they never used the email again.
Yeah, so I don't know. I tried to cover like the more important stuff in the application video this time instead of reading everything. And this time I included tips too to hopefully make some people's lives a little bit easier. I don't know.
Well, that's
Good
nice
tips.
of you.
What sorts of tips?
Use replay mod or use an alt, like use your account but in spectator mode and disable the HUD and then put the cinematic camera mode on. That
Oh,
way
yeah,
you
so
can
you
do
get
the
the-
smooth looking stuff.
Make it
I
look
told
good.
people not to freak out about applying. You know, we're just normal human beings after all. Not like we're just looking for more people to have fun that are great content creators. So I mean, don't fret over that. I said to record your to A, know your answer to your questions first. B, record the audio first, and then C, record the video, because then if you know the first two, then that makes everything easier, right? Because like if you're over here recording your application and you're trying to, you know, showcase whatever you're showcasing, and then you're over here like trying to figure out your answer because you're multitasking, then that's just gonna
Yeah.
screw you over.
Doing multiple things at once. Very good.
I literally, for the application, and hopefully this will be good advice for anybody watching, I got the list of questions. I answered the questions next to it, and then I wrote an actual script where I was, answering the questions while also telling the story of, my YouTube Minecraft career.
Yeah.
And then I filmed things that were also what I thought were good examples of my building, but also would hopefully complement the script I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you edit it to the beat of whatever music you're using. That's a big one most people don't do. Edit to the beat. They always edit to the beat.
You're asking for
Edit
more work,
beat.
Winter.
It's
Edit
easy
to the
though.
beat.
There,
We want you
there's
to edit
this,
to the beat.
there's this program. I forget what it's called. I don't use it because I can hear the beat. I was in a band for like 12 years, so I just hear beats. But there's a program you can get that you can use with most editing software that will take the song and just put a marker where the beat is throughout the song. Like you don't
It's
even
so
have to know where the beat is. The thing just tells you.
Right.
So just like you line up to the marker, that's where you make your cut.
Well,
That's nice though.
hopefully.
I'll have
They
to see if
do
I
well.
can't find it. So put it on Discord for people to use.
Well, I mean, I
Good
told
advice,
people if you have any
Winter.
questions, just ask in the YouTube comments. Simple. I mean, I'm hoping a lot of us are responding to comments instead of the same few people, but we'll see. That will be fun and interesting to see how all that goes. If there will be a
I'm
new
excited
wave
to
of
see new
people,
faces.
or if it will just be
curious.
people from our Discord or Discords.
They're gonna come in right after a few weeks, month after the update. They're gonna be at such a disadvantage. I'm gonna
Oh.
lord over new members with my netherite armor.
See, that's the thing though. Like, we can't even have a meeting, not this weekend, but next weekend, because that's July 4th. So it's like we didn't have a meeting at all in June, which is kind of weird. I was like, oh, we did it. We had one at the end of May, literally on the dot, and we never
you
had
can
a
have
meeting.
a meeting without me. It's fine.
Well, no, I'm assuming a lot of people are probably going to be busy.
It's fine, Jay. I know
Oh.
I'll be away. It's okay.
I don't know. Winter could be busy. You know, he has family. You know, he has kids. You know,
depends. Oliver's birthday, second birthday, is on the 15th, but we're doing the party on the 18th, and then I'll be gone all weekend. We're taking him out to some indoor water park for the weekend.
you're helping the spread of COVID.
You only spread it if you got it, right?
Oh gosh.
What if you have it?
What
Oh
do you mean?
no! He's spreading it right now.
all his rumors.
Spreading
Terrible.
coronavirus through Discord. Imagine
Probably
that.
it's probably on our pop
how it
filters
works.
or wind foam too. Like the corona's just sitting in there.
It's just sitting, yeah, nestled between the webs. It is.
Well, I guess I figured, since winter is here, I don't know, maybe this was one of the things that encouraged you to sign up. But it's been a sad week. Mixer is officially bowing out of the streamer race, and I was just curious, Winter. So, like, how do you feel about that? Since you were always more drawn to Mixer, like you thought Mixer was better than Twitch and YouTube.
Well, yep. I don't like Twitch. Never have. I still don't fully know how to use it, and I have used it. YouTube has its own inherent problem where I'm because I used to stream only on YouTube for a long time, months and months,
Mm-hmm.
and there's seemingly something. At least last year, maybe it's changed, but there seemed to be something in the algorithm that would suggest that if you stream more than you upload, YouTube's algorithm will promote you while you're streaming, but when you upload a video, it's like, well, we don't really care to promote that because you are a streamer according to our algorithm. So it's dangerous to stream on YouTube for that reason. My videos just were not getting views anymore.
Would
I
you
moved to Mixer.
would you upload the streams?
Well, I would stream on YouTube
But
and
would
then
you
let them continue
release?
to become videos on YouTube.
That's
It would
why.
process. But I moved to Mixer after the fact just because it was super easy to use and wasn't Twitch.
So what's
And it
so
was a
hard
new
to use about
platform.
Twitch though?
See, it's hard to say, like, because I don't know a lot about it. It just, I don't know, it just didn't seem to. Maybe there was just too much competition on the platform, whatever it was. Like when I've
Mhm.
talked about this before, but whenever I'd stream there, my maximum viewership would be the one viewer who was the guy I played with on the server. That was it. That was the only
Right.
person. Like, no matter how many times I streamed, I could not get above the one viewer who is my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I'm like, it's possibly that there's just too much competition, but it's like it's not. It didn't feel like a good place for growth. So I moved to Mixer, but to be fair, I don't really care too much for streaming anyway. I genuinely do find it challenging to watch streams as well. If I got the stream on, I'm like, okay, cool. How about I open something else on this other tab and do something? Like I can't just watch a stream. I don't know why. I have to be doing
Yeah.
something else.
I feel
But
that, Winter.
Facebook bought Mixer, and
Well, no, they said they did not buy Mixer. They said
So,
Mixer was calling it quits and asked Facebook for,
so Facebook bought Mixer.
which I'm like, so wait, why would you go to Mixer? I mean, why would you go to Facebook out of all the companies to get
I didn't know
help?
that. I didn't know that they chose Facebook. I thought Facebook approached them.
No, they informed Facebook that they were going to be seizing their operations. I'm just like, I mean, this doesn't make sense. Why would you choose them? Like, nobody would respect that decision, right? Literally, I looked at the Xbox One subreddit. I looked or maybe it's just Xbox, and in the gaming subreddit, there were people literally saying, if Facebook is the one that gets the power and they get integrated into the console, like how Mixer is, like you can stream directly from the console to Mixer.
Right.
They were like, if Facebook is integrated into the console, I am not buying an Xbox. I'm like, huh. Well, now you
don't
got
blame
another
them.
big problem on your hands. Now you made a
Right.
bad choice.
Like,
Right.
Mixer
Like,
wasn't-
why would you choose that one out of all of those? Like,
if Mixer wasn't doing well enough that they felt they needed to get rid of it, and nobody likes Facebook anyway. Like it just seems like something that was
Facebook is
dying,
awful.
going
It's-
to the graveyard to die.
yeah, it's like you're kicking
Right.
dirt in somebody's
So-
face as you're like getting ready to get in the tomb or something. It's like, oh, don't care while I'm going out right now. Just might as well, make everybody else mad.
Yep.
So Mixer's like dead. Facebook. I don't even know how Facebook's still a thing. It's got to be the
No,
old boomers.
they've always had more share than Mixer, which is quite sad to think about. But it makes sense since Facebook is giant. It's the biggest
Facebook
social
is-
media platform. Social
It's
media platform.
icky.
now.
All the food
supposedly it has,
reviews.
older people on there, and then it also has all the Westerners on there. So all the people from Asia primarily use that more than they do, like, I guess Twitch or whatever. So
You just call the Asian
or
Westerners.
Easterners,
Yeah,
Easterners.
it's like we're the Westerners.
I don't
It
know.
could be West
I mean,
too.
technically
Yeah.
anybody could be West or East, but
Depends
West,
on
Yeah,
your.
this
East,
is
doesn't
true.
matter.
It's true.
But
West,
considering where the direction they sailed from relative to north to find Americas,
okay. Well, the Asian people primarily use Facebook more. Man, I just said the Asian people, huh?
the
Doesn't sound right.
Asian people,
those
Yeah.
people.
Yes, those people use
Culture.
Facebook. Yeah. I don't know how they're gonna make Facebook
oh
run,
my, oh
but
my god. So I do have the Facebook app because my phone will not let me delete it. of it.
oh,
But additionally, my parents use it, and so it's like one of the few ways I have to like keep in contact with them. So I keep it. But I found this thing on, I think it was Facebook where I found it, ironically enough. But in your settings, you go down and you find this thing like hidden under layers and layers of security questions, and you have to enter your password to get into it. There's a thing that's like, do you want Facebook to continue to track you even when Facebook isn't on? And it has a list of every single app you've used. And I'm like, no, disable. It's like, are you sure you want to disable this? Yes. Please enter your password to confirm that you want to disable. Like, stop tracking me, Facebook. Jesus.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh my
because
goodness.
It showed apps from my phone, and it also showed websites that I've visited just on the browser in the phone. I'm like,
Really?
oh my god.
Well, I mean, I know
Like-
because like when you log into certain websites or apps, Facebook is integrated with it. Like you could use Facebook to log into that website or whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say I haven't used it, but I've used it. So like just like when you can use Google to log into certain websites, like just
Yep.
makes your life a little bit easier. But I mean, I'm assuming that's how Facebook is able to track you. The apps that specifically, or well, I guess websites too, that use like that kind of system where you can use Facebook to log in, they display ads for you from them.
Yep.
That way, because I guess they already can
Targeted
stalk you.
advertising.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, but there's more to it than that. They definitely do use the microphone to listen. I saw again something on the internet, and I'm like, that can't be real. Where if you talk about something enough, your Facebook
I've
will
had
start showing
that.
you ads for it. And so, of
Yep.
course, I don't own a dog, or didn't own a dog, because Mrs. Tooth has a dog, but I didn't own a dog at the time. I don't actually like dogs.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, well, this can't be real. So I just started casually talking about dog food randomly, just
Mhm.
whenever. And all of a sudden, get nothing but ads for dog food. And I'm like,
Really?
oh,
Yeah,
yep.
it's true. My family's done
Interesting.
that before too, and it's constant. Like they'll be talking, and I don't even think they have like Facebook on their phone or whatever, but it's just like random things, like even like on different websites and all that. They'll just be talking about like something totally random, like tents for camping, different things like that, and then it'll just show up on the phone and or on a website, and it's like,
Hmm.
what the heck? They're listening, bro. It recognizes your voice.
Only gonna
Kinda
get
weird.
worse.
That's got to be so illegal.
Kind of weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, right.
then
Kinda like
again-
they're recording everything.
We have boomers in charge of our government, so it's never gonna be able to be like fixed.
That's such a problem too.
Jay for
Like-
president.
Like,
Well, it's-
so you're saying this thing does the thing you're saying? Well, how do I log into Facebook? How do I get into this?
How do
Like,
Can
even
I
work
get in
this
your
thing?
Facebook?
like I remember like the Google CEO was like at a US government meeting or whatever, like he was summoned by the House of Representatives to answer questions, and the guy's asking him about Facebook. It's like, I'm Google, not Facebook. What does
Yeah.
Facebook have to
Oh, I
do
saw
with
that.
me? Like,
It's
Uh-oh.
like, but you're all the internet. You're all the same.
Like-
You're the internet.
these are the people making decisions on about the internet. It's like, how?
Oh no.
How do I work this iPhone device here?
I think he even asked questions about that because, like, I think his daughter was like
Mhm.
using
Like,
his
how-
phone.
How does she have a picture of me or something? Or how do I got her picture? Like, I don't know. Did you take the picture?
Did you take the picture? Hello.
Well, yeah, Oh, it's really
You asked
sad.
Facebook. I'm not with Facebook. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
Cringe, bro. Where's Hugh when you need him?
Cringe or Runic. Runic can play the cringe button.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
yes, that too. Runic too. Where you at? Come on.
Who even needs Hugh anymore? We have Runic and his buttons. He could probably. I know he doesn't make episodes from the server, at least rarely, but he could make an episode that features every single one of us, and none of us actually have to participate to be in it.
That'd be the funniest thing because he has an alternate account, so he could just download our skins and do it for himself. That'd be funny to watch. See how that goes. I mean,
whoa! I didn't know I was in this video.
I mean, Beat Ups kind of did it for when Scar couldn't be in the video. I don't know if you guys watched that video.
B-Dubs did it the right way. He's like, "What's going on, Scar?" Oh, I'm just
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Yeah, that'd be neat to see if Runic ever did that, or if somebody else does it.
I'd like to see a video of his.
We'll see. We'll see if I can
I'd
get
like
the
to
kitchen
see-
cooking over here.
I'd like to see a J episode or a J
Yeah,
upload.
where is
even.
Jay episode? Jay for the public. Jay has been on the server many a time, so don't let him BS you. There could be episodes. See that bus over there? Let me just throw you under it.
So, Mixer bowed out of the race, you guys. So, how do you think this is gonna affect things?
I think a
Did
lot
we
of people are
talk
going to go
about
back to
this?
Twitch.
Well, no, we spoke about like Winter, like in Facebook, and like why Winter stayed on Mixer and why he chose it over YouTube and I guess Twitch.
Yeah, less competition. Like immediately, I was seeing improvement in viewership during live streams. It was going up and up and up until I got burnt out. I'm like, I can't stream anymore.
It's the smaller platform. Of course, you will. The only reason why I like streaming on Twitch is just because of the atmosphere, and once you do have a little bit of a following on there, it's very much enjoyable to hang out with the chat and all that stuff.
Well, that's another thing. What's the difference between followers and subscribers? I do not get that.
One is just like payment, like one followers are like free stuff, so like that's just to be able to see when you come live. Subscribing is when you want to support them by giving them money and then also getting emotes and whatever else that they give access to. Like that integrates into your Discord too. It can anyways, to where like if you, I guess, shout out the White's Fire Cord. So I don't know what his short URL is, but he has it where it shows his Twitch subscribers on the sidebar. And so I mean you could give them special access to stuff, whether you want to do a custom server to them only or whatever. Because I think there's even plugins that sync them automatically. So I know that's what some people do, or some people allow them to be included in special giveaways or whatever. So
now, I'm curious.
I mean,
what Ninja is gonna do? Didn't Ninja end on bad terms with Twitch?
Because I mean,
where's he gonna go?
Because I mean, Shroud was supposedly given $10 million for when he left his contract. Supposedly, I mean, all this is hypothetical, like because people are claiming their sources said this. And then Ninja was supposedly given $30 million, and Facebook wanted to double their offers to keep them, which is crazy. $60 million to stream for Facebook.
Crazy.
Think about what that says for the Facebook, though. Like, like, oh, we were gonna give him $60 million, and he turned us down. Why? Because he doesn't like us. Like, we're not good.
But the thing is,
I can throw $100 million at you, and you're still gonna turn me away. Like,
well, to me, it's like you need to throw that money at yourself because the platform is still the problem. It's like, why aren't you throwing the money at yourself instead of trying to buy people? If your platform was good to begin with, you would be going there. But it's not.
Right.
I don't want to show my real name. I don't want to have to make a Facebook page. That way I can hide my name. Like, why do I have to do that? That's so weird. I don't know.
They should be fixing that, honestly.
And then it's just so crazy. But like, Shroud is probably going to go back to Twitch because, I mean, he ended on fine terms with them. Ninja will probably not. I don't even know. Like,
is he going to YouTube it?
I don't know. That's too weird.
But YouTube, you could be just a pure streamer on YouTube.
But to me, it's like, why
Not
would
great.
I mean, it's possible because like even the CEO of Twitch dissed him when he left. I think.
Who like what are even Ninja's options for streaming?
Those are really the only two, unless he like went to one of the off-brand streaming sites like D Live or Caffeine or whatever. Like, because I think Caffeine is invested by Fox for like $100 million or whatever,
Yeah,
and then D Live was the one that PewDiePie was streaming on, and then went to YouTube. So
Oh, I forgot about that.
I mean, it's just
D-Live.
like, it's really just between YouTube. He denied Facebook, so is it gonna be like, oh, hey, Facebook, I still want to hear the offer?
Yeah.
Or there's Twitch, and I mean, I think.
Well, I wonder if it's a different way though, like, because obviously with a contract with Facebook, he would be locked in and have to perform. Maybe he just takes the money, does the Facebook version of Mixer anyway, but without the contract, just the general partnership that everyone else typically would get. That way,
Mhm.
he always has the option to be like, "I'm gonna dip. I'm done. I'm out."
I don't know. It'd be interesting. Because, I mean, the reason why he didn't re-sign with Twitch was because of supposedly, like, he wanted to do licensing for stuff. So, like, so he could do bring-in partnerships like, I guess, Adidas or whoever else. So,
YouTube will let him do that. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I assume.
Everyone does brand deals on YouTube.
Well, I don't know what he meant by licensing, but that was supposedly a problem. Supposedly he didn't like the chat culture on Twitch, and then,
Of course.
they also had the part where Twitch unpartnered Ninja pretty quickly. So I mean, I guess that's okay, but like they did that pretty quickly, and then when he left Twitch, they then changed his channel to where it was hosting people in the Fortnite category. So like it was
Mm.
still being used, but they were
Yeah, it
doing
was
it.
using
But
his
then it
hard
started
work to
sharing
promote
some.
others.
I think it started sharing some triple X rated stuff,
Mm.
and then
Whoa.
So immature.
yeah. So then,
Whoa.
well, I mean, one of the streamers that got hosted was doing that. So then Ninja and then a bunch of people were screaming at him like, "What are you doing? Are you
They're,
stupid?"
like destroying his name. Yeah, like oh my
Yeah.
god.
So it's like, does he go back to that? Because I mean, Twitch, like, because I mean, I know a lot of people are mentioning how this shows that like streaming platforms can't really buy streamers to bring their viewers over, which now doesn't help the future for streamers. Because I mean,
But there's an upside to that though. It also means that streaming platforms have now been proven that they can't just buy their way into becoming successful either. They actually need to make a platform that is good.
well,
Right.
I'm saying that
It's
it helps
good.
Twitch be a monopoly.
Yeah, the monopoly. 'Cause anything that's a monopoly is needs to be gone.
Because now if like a
Not like
streamer argues with Twitch, like, I'm worth this much money, they're gonna be like, actually, you're not. We're worth the money. You're not. You can go somewhere else if you really want. We would love to see you go somewhere else. Try it, actually. Like, that's all they have to do. It's like, what are they gonna do? I mean, Daddy Bezos over there, he's worth $1 trillion or whatever, right? Or is a trillionaire, right?
I think he's just shy of being a trillionaire. Yeah, I saw
Well,
something about that.
I saw people saying that. I was like, how's he worth that much? But supposedly he
Yes.
is.
Did you go? I was a YouTube video. I love the analogy they use. Is like if Jeff Bezos does not like you, what he could do is buy every property within 3 square miles of you, build a moat because it's his property, and then create a bridge that's only accessible between the hours of 4 a.m. and 4:05 a.m. So you're and then everyone will think you're the bad guy because you know what he's gonna do? You're shopping and he owns Amazon. He's gonna track every little thing you do, every person you're buying gifts for, and he's gonna buy better versions of those gifts and give them to your family. I'm like, why don't you like him? You got me this model car to build. He bought me a car.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He
he's
could just
building an
buy the
empire.
alliance of your friends and family, isolate you from the rest of the world, and still have $999 billion left over.
Yeah, it's crazy to
Man.
think how much he's worth and how much money
That
he
is
probably
crazy.
actually has. Like, you know,
Most
they're
of
building
it,
the fleet, right? You know, they
most
got
of
the
it has to be tied up in his company though. Like he doesn't
yeah,
actually
he
have
can't
the
sell
money.
all that right away, but you know, he still has a nice penny. You know, I'm
One of
sure
those
he
things
has
like
several
it's
billions.
like things that they say are priceless aren't really priceless. They're just worth a whole bunch. But really, it
Mhm.
comes down to whatever you can successfully sell it for. So his company's kind of the same
Mhm.
thing. Like that's where all the value is. If he wants that money, he has to sell it, and he has to find a buyer. Which shouldn't be too difficult. I'm just saying it's not technically money. It just can easily be converted into it.
I'm sure he'll get there with his utopian looking future for himself. He just has to slowly kill Walmart and Target, and then he will become the monopoly. And I guess Costco too.
Well, it'd be hard to delete those companies off the face of the planet. There's something nice about being able to,
Mhm.
like, ah, crap, forgot the milk. Let me just,
Well, I mean, I'm
5
saying
minutes
he's
down the
gonna
road.
open his own versions of them, right? You know, he has the what
They tried that in Seattle, their little Amazon store,
what company did
and
they buy?
my friend actually was working at Amazon at the time, and he was assigned to their, I think it's Amazon Go or something. He was assigned to
Yeah, where
the
you can just go
team.
in, take stuff, and leave because it's synced
Yeah,
with your Amazon Prime account or whatever.
yeah, there was issues with it, and I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's really gonna work. But it's interesting because there's no cashiers. You have a card to get in, like swipe it, the store knows you're in there, tracks your movement when you pick up
Mm-hmm.
things.
Oh,
Apparently the software is pretty good because like you pick up like, oh yeah, I'll take this, go 3 aisles over. Oh, never mind, I don't want that. It keeps track of that and deducts it from what it's gonna charge you.
what?
And then the second you walk out the store, that's when it charges you.
Well,
It
what's
wasn't
Wow.
the
it
That's
was
high
only
tech.
open to Amazon employees because they were testing it. I don't know what's up with it
what's the
now.
healthy like produce store that everybody likes to go to or whatever?
Whole Foods?
Yeah, so they bought Whole Foods, right? So I mean, they could technically just open up more Whole Foods everywhere, and then begin their empire, and then slowly add like the Walmart aspect of being able to buy anything there too. So,
Right.
however, I think
I
Whole
like Whole
Foods is
Foods.
having its problems supposedly because they like did a bunch of
Aren't
budget
they
cuts and took
expensive?
away a bunch of
If they did that, if they had actual walk-in stores, I wouldn't be mad. Especially if they did it like Amazon Go, where you don't even have to go to a register. You just walk in, fill up your basket, walk out.
Whole Foods online. There you go. That's all you have to do.
Empire's coming for Bezos. Is what I know. A bunch of them started offering healthcare, I think, or are looking to do it. I think Walmart offers healthcare or is looking into it. I think Google's
Hmm.
looking into it. I think
Google
Amazon's
Healthcare.
possibly looking into it.
Well, they got to, right? Our country's not going to give people healthcare.
Yeah, so instead we're gonna trust the monopolies.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll let
The
the big
people
businesses do
tracking
it.
everything. They're gonna be able to tell if you're a smoker without you even ever telling them that you're a smoker. Because they're gonna see your search history and
True.
whatever. Or hear you on your phone like we were talking
Yeah.
about.
We got surveillance footage of you walking through the store, your teeth are yellow, you're a smoker.
Well, no, we're gonna hear. We heard you fall in your house one day. That means you must have arthritis already coming in. They're gonna come up with all the crazy assumptions for us.
Wow.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad though. Like for people who don't have that life alert button, fall in your house. Like, help me, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
Help
they're
me.
gonna come up with their own. It'll be like a Amazon Alexa life alert or something like that. What it'll be. Alexa, help me.
About that. I totally could. I got one right there.
I
Won it
wonder,
at a Christmas party.
can you change the name on it to like? Can you change it? I was about to say, like, what if you could start calling it Jeff Bezos? Jeff Bezos. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to change it to
probably
Cortana
could,
just because
somehow.
Halo. I like the
Mhm.
name Cortana from Halo. I thought, yes, Master Chief. You can program it though to
Yeah,
They
I was gonna
use a
call
say.
you
different
by
name.
your name.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mine does call me Winter, which is pretty
Nice.
cool.
You're
And I'm
helping
like,
its
what's the
algorithm to
temperature
track you.
outside? Like, it's 70 winter.
Mm. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I got a
Trivia.
podcast suggestion for you guys.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
this question comes
Boo.
from AllOutJay, and he asks, What's one superpower you would not want?
Would not
Hmm.
want.
Have you
Yes.
guys seen the YouTube show Because Science with Kyle
No.
Hill?
No.
No.
Nope. With
He
Kyle Blaine.
he is like an unofficial science communicator. He doesn't have a background in science. He's just a really big fan who does a lot of research. And he did a series of videos of why you don't want insert superpower here. And so like someone was like, why you don't want super strength? Why you don't want to fly? Why?
Mhm.
And he goes through all the scientific reasons of how that would actually make
Okay.
your life miserable.
Why you don't want to go
Hmm.
invisible?
It is basically the only superpower because debatable, that he has even been like, you might consider this one, is the adamantium skeleton of Wolverine. The only one that seemingly doesn't have negative effects on you apart from making you really heavy.
So that means you wouldn't be able to get on a plane.
Yeah, you're gonna have problems with metal detectors. You're gonna
Yeah, that's
you're gonna
Right.
you're gonna have all the problems that come with
surgery
metal. But
problems.
you could,
Sorry,
in
take off your
theory,
armor.
the height from which you could fall increases because you won't get injured. Your bones can't break, that sort of thing. Like your ability in a fight to take out somebody goes way up because you are now swinging with metal fists. Like there's upsides and there's downsides, and
That'd be
it's like the
sick,
only one
though.
where he's
That'd
like,
be so cool.
this is the only one that doesn't like totally ruin your life. Like super strength, right?
Can I just
like-
look up like superpowers on?
Well,
Like,
what's wrong
if-
with reading minds?
Well, imagine
Well-
if you can't turn it off.
Oh, I
You
mean,
would
I
go
don't.
insane. Constantly
I don't
hearing
know.
thoughts.
I wouldn't
I guess
like
if you
reading minds.
put it that way, but like if you hypothetically like could look into a person's mind and then be able to read it then, or if you don't, then you don't hear it. So I guess it depends on how you then make it
Depends
out
on
to
the
be.
level of the power, I suppose. Yeah. Well, his approach basically always comes down to like a small leap in faith of how scientifically you might get the power, and then breaking everything down with real world science that is actually foundational in our world physics.
Hmm.
And so a
Here,
lot
I'll
of the
give you-
times it always comes down to being like, "Ugh, that's
Give
not
you
good."
guys this real quick. There we go. There's the list of like pretty much all the superpowers. I think mine would have to be super smell. I don't think I would want that one, to be honest. Because
Smell.
if somebody farts, oh, here we go again. If somebody
basically-
farts, that's it. You're
That's
done.
immediately what I thought. I
Yeah.
was like,
If
oh,
somebody-
you wouldn't want to smell that. But imagine, you're smelling some gas. Man, that smell must be way better.
It depends on
No,
again. I think Jay's got a
pass
point. It
out.
depends on what level of superpower your smell is. What if it's I'm gonna choose because it's a superpower. I never smell
like a
things that are
dog.
bad.
You get a whiff of dog
Hmm.
poo as you're walking past it. It's like, oh god.
Just
What did I
God,
do to
having that while
myself?
mowing the lawn would be awful.
if you could
Tight.
filter out the smells, right? You have your baby changing a diaper, not a problem.
Mhm.
Can't smell it. You turn that off.
Well, if you could turn it
Hmm.
off, that's the difference. But if you couldn't turn it off, that would be bad. That would be a nightmare.
Oh, I feel like being invulnerable might be the worst. Like one of the ones I don't think, because like, what if,
Wait, why?
because people will be able to trap you.
Like-
When you're invulnerable, that doesn't mean you have super strength. It just means you can't die. But like, if you're going to get trapped in
no.
a box,
Invulnerable doesn't mean not die. That's immortality.
okay, immortality, that
Immortal.
one. There we go.
Yeah.
Then that one would suck.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but somebody will eventually find you, or the planet will be destroyed, and you'll be free. Whatever.
Get really bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, I'd run out of Minecraft builds to build,
That's impossible.
Eh,
What is it?
could be possible.
Let's see.
Oh no! So I mean, that one
The
would be
the
pretty bad.
superpower I would not want is the ability to not feel pain. It seems like, wait a minute, maybe you want that on the surface, but maybe one day you're just like, chatting in the kitchen, you lean on the counter, you don't realize your elbow is on the oven and your skin is
Right.
melting off.
You
You're just
want to
like,
be able to feel pain.
something
That's
smells like bacon.
that's an important thing. Like you want to be able to. Yeah, right. So
That's a real
Oh, my arm
disease
got
as
chopped
well.
off.
That
Right.
exists. People are occasionally born
Oh,
without the
interesting.
ability of touch. They can't
I
feel
knew a
things.
person. I knew a
Yeah.
person that would actually like they'd be sitting by the campfire, and they couldn't feel the heat of the campfire.
Hmm.
So it was very interesting because it's like all their nerves like weren't you couldn't they couldn't feel. So if they they could get really close to the campfire, like really like, put their almost hand in it, and they couldn't feel that heat. Very
Hmm.
interesting.
That's the superpower I
Yeah.
would not want.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Unless it is, of course, accompanied with the other powers, such as, you know, the invulnerability. You take no damage.
mm,
I can't feel it. You can't harm me. Imagine if you were invulnerable, but you could still feel pain. They're just poking you
Right.
with like a sword. Doesn't penetrate you, but just like, ow, fuck, that's sharp.
I
Bleep
feel
it.
like super hearing would be a bad one too.
That's
you'd be
Daredevil.
hearing so much. Like,
I mean,
you'd be
could
going
be.
crazy in your
That's
head.
Daredevil's power. Super hearing.
Right.
It's so good, it becomes echolocation effectively. He
Right.
literally has to sleep in a vat of water, a coffin of water, so his ears are submerged so he can sleep. That superhero actually goes over the downside of his power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like people could be like
good.
doing stuff in the other room, and you'd be like, "Oh my god, what is this? What is
Imagine
this
growing
superpower?"
up at home. Mom, Dad, no, stop!
Like, what are you doing? We're
Or the
wrestling.
ability to see through walls and not be able to turn it off. I would walk into
Holy
stuff.
smokes! Yeah.
Like, is this a door? Oh my, where's the door?
Hmm.
So
It's like being
what's
able to see, but you're still blind. Oh god.
okay? So what's everybody's one ability?
So
Super
they
smell.
don't want?
Definitely gonna have to go with the sense of touch.
Probably
bad
wouldn't
one
want
to-
X-ray vision. Don't wanna
He's
see
right. He's like
much.
1 in a million. He's like, wow, glad I have this power. The rest of the time,
Nope, scarred for life.
I mean, wouldn't it be annoying if you had X-ray vision? How far could you like X-ray through? Because could you X-ray through the bottom of the earth? Like, wouldn't that?
I'm
I
sure
mean,
you'd
that
be
would
able to
be cool, but that
control it,
would be a
right?
little trippy, right?
well, would it have the same limitations as actual X-rays? Can't see through lead.
This is true. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. It all
There's
depends.
a reason why they use lead with radioactive things. It's incredibly difficult to penetrate.
Okay, which one would you want?
Would you?
Flight,
Abilities.
easy. The one I want to fly. Easy, hands
Flight.
down.
I was going to say flight as well.
I
Really?
literally, I
Yeah.
don't dream often, but when I do dream, I'm always flying 100% of the time.
Bro, I want to
Wow.
be a shapeshifter so I can become like a bird and fly. You know what I'm saying?
Shapeshifter. I'm Ninja. Welcome to my stream.
Right? I could be anything. I
You
could
could
be
be a
anything I
skunk.
want.
Skunk.
I don't like the way Donald Trump's doing this.
That was a weird sentence.
I
I'm
shall
not gonna
save the
lie.
country.
Yeah, I mean, actually,
Right?
shifting would be cool.
No, he's the imposter.
See?
'Cause, you know,
I
like,
could shapeshift. I could be a squirrel. I could go to work, right?
You
Go to
want to be a
work, I'd be like,
squirrel.
yes. Here's my plan. Here's my plan of action. I'm gonna go to work one day, and then I'm gonna be like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" I'm gonna go behind the bushes, shapeshift into a squirrel, and be like, "Oh, where'd Kyle go? Where'd he go?" And then I come back for like a second or two, as my person, and then be like, I'm here, don't worry, just doing stuff over here, and then go back to being a squirrel.
You know what's gonna
I feel like
happen?
what?
In the TV show Supernatural, the
Yeah.
shapeshifters have shapeshifted so much because they can't control it when they're infants that they cannot shapeshift back into what they originally look like. They
Oh
don't
no.
know what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
You'll forget
Well,
what
I'll
you
just have a
look like.
picture. I'll take a picture of myself. There you go. Easy. Figured it out.
Skunk's just gonna take
Plot
a
twist.
360 photo of himself. Yeah, there we
Right?
go.
Right. Well, no, I'll just do like a front view, and that's it. And like the back of my head will be like a squirrel tail or something.
Yeah, if you're wishing from a genie, you got to make sure you wish for it a good way though, because the supernatural had their skin to become, and it's nasty and goopy and disgusting. Imagine if you had that. Like, wish from a genie. I
Well-
want a shapeshift. He's like, great, go for it. It's nasty.
Listen, I'm gonna get the genie from Aladdin. Okay. All right.
He's gonna
Robin
help you
Williams
out.
over
Trick him
here.
into the first wish.
You know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a fantastic time. I'm gonna
You're
shapeshift
not
into
Will
anything
Smith.
that I want.
Never saw that
Listen,
version yet. Still,
Oh, I
I
like
don't
that
really
version.
want. Do you like it?
I like it. It's good. I've actually
I
rewatched
enjoyed
it a
that
couple
movie.
times.
People actually said it's pretty good.
Will
yeah.
So
they do the Prince Ali song. I watched it in theater. It has just the best drop. It's so good. Like in the theater, I'm like, he's building up
okay.
to it. He's building up to it, and then all of a sudden it hits, and the whole theater shakes. Boom! You're like, oh,
that's
this
cool.
song. It's
Okay,
so good.
so
It
Afterlife
was stuck
movie
in my head
night
for
on the
weeks.
Discord. That's what I'm hearing. We're all gonna watch it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Prince Ali.
What time? What time and place?
1 p.m. tomorrow.
Hey, wait, we're busy tomorrow.
That ain't gonna work.
Well, you guys can spend the time watching it while I'm doing something else.
By the way, what is the superpower submariner?
I'm assuming like just being able to like do whatever underwater.
That'll be
I
cool.
guess.
That's gotta be like Aquaman, right? Swim
Okay,
underwater,
so
breathe
yeah.
like-
underwater.
I mean, that's
weather
cool.
control.
Hmm.
That seems like a really cool power.
That'd be fun.
Her name is Storm, and she's amazing from the X-Men.
That would be a really cool power. Be like,
Her
Yeah,
eyes
unless
light
you
up
need a
with
trident,
tornado.
and it has to be like, unless it's like weather specific. It has to be a cool day in order for you to be able to do this one weather ability.
Nah.
Let me just put this
Nah.
in your head. Weapon Master, the ability to be able to pick up anything and wield it as if you've been working with that thing as a weapon for a decade or longer.
I
I
don't,
don't
see,
think
I
that'd
don't
be
like
good
that.
enough.
Imagine you pick
Nah.
up a pencil and you're
No.
wielding it around in such a way your opponent's like, what is going on? And then boom, pencil through the skull.
Yeah, but
Master.
I don't think
Alright.
that's still cool enough.
Can I use an iPad as a shield?
No, because you're a weapon master. You're gonna
Yeah,
go
but
through
it's a-
that iPad.
Oh. I didn't think about
Question.
that.
So you got so
Uh-huh.
two of you guys chose flight. Is there a reason why you wouldn't choose like teleportation instead?
Now, I was actually gonna bring that up. If I could not fly, teleportation's the backup because you can teleport up into the sky and free fall. And then when you teleport, even if you keep your momentum, you just teleport so you're coming out, horizontally, and you just like you can make it not.
Okay.
You can
like
get the
this.
feeling, the fun of flight, but you
Hmm.
can also rob banks.
Okay, FBI,
You
you
can't fly
got
into
him.
a
You got
bank.
him.
We got him, bro.
You got Winter Tooth.
Winter
I was
Tooth.
just
Blast
curious.
power.
'Cause, I mean, I don't know if teleportation you would be allowed to like bring people with you, while like with flight maybe you could technically. I don't know
Well,
if there's like what the restrictions are. So I mean, teleportation I guess would be more instant, but maybe it's
It's-
more.
there's so much teleportation superpowers across all the comics and movies. There's several versions of it where you can picture it in your mind and go there, but there's also
Yeah.
teleportation where you have to see it. You have to be able to see it to teleport to it,
Right.
which does make it that's how you get Nightcrawler from X-Men. He has to see where he's going. He can like I'm gonna teleport 10 feet in front of me. I know there's a wall in front of me and I can't see it. He can't
Mhm.
do that, but he knows he's risking coming out like inside of a wall, and which would unalive him.
Hmm.
How would that work? Those walls are solid, and then
Exactly.
you teleport into a solid. But
It
then
would
wouldn't the
it
wall
would
like
be
explode?
explosive. All the
Yeah.
mass would try to fill the same space and more than likely exceed
boom, yeah.
the
So wait, could you go
maximum
inside of
tension.
somebody and then explode them?
Well,
Sure.
odds are you would explode too.
Yeah, you both
Oh,
probably
would you?
would. I don't know.
Oh.
Like, imagine if you're trying to teleport and you teleport into, okay, and a guy that's shorter than you and skinnier than you. So then they're technically inside of you because you're technically bigger than them, right?
I
Huh.
don't know
Well, so
about.
that's now we're on like the level of molecules, right? When you teleport from point A to point B, what happens to the air that you're teleporting into? It's in that space when you teleport to it. Is it now inside of your body, in which case that will kill you? or does it actually push it out of the way as you enter the space? In which case, every time
Whoa.
you teleport, you will create
Huh.
shockwaves of air. It will literally shockwave because it's moving so fast to get out of the way.
Huh.
Well, ask Kyle's brother. Maybe he's a mad
Sonic
scientist and
boom.
knows.
Like,
Wait, does he
why
know
do they call me Sonic
teleportation?
Boom when I teleport?
He knows how to teleport?
I said maybe he's a mad scientist and maybe knows some of the stuff.
He's probably got like super hearing. That's about it.
Dad powers.
I heard my name.
Boomer powers.
Hmm.
Boomers.
So
I'm
it could be like what's the portal gun game? That sort of teleport.
Oh,
You like
that's true.
pass through a
You have-
portal technically. Then you're not.
That'd be neat.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love
Surprisingly,
to have a
nobody
portal
mentioned
gun.
like time travel either.
Well,
Time
that
travel
on
you
here?
can trip so much.
I have to state it's an opinion because it's not proven. But when you time travel into the past, you automatically have to enter a parallel universe, and that is why we don't have paradoxes. That's why we don't see paradoxes, because if you could go into the past, kill your grandfather, then you don't exist. You can't kill your grandfather. And it
Why
becomes
would
an
we want to
endless
kill
loop.
our grandfather?
Just say it's possible. It could be an accident, right? Maybe you go into the past. It's called the butterfly effect, right? What if you pick off the wing of the butterfly, whose wing beats contribute to the next hurricane happening, but that hurricane doesn't happen now, so the devastation doesn't occur. Your grandparents don't meet up in a shelter, so they never meet now, right? Because you went there and pulled the wing off a butterfly.
Whoa.
So the reason why I don't like the time travel power is because you would necessarily have to go to a parallel universe, in which case you cannot return to where you came from, because there's infinite universes, the multiverse is infinite. So the odds of you being able to come back specifically to the one you came is 1 in
Whoa.
infinity.
Interesting.
Well, what if we
I would
said
be
that
scared
didn't
of that
have to be
power.
it?
I'd be scared of that power because I would not want to risk losing the people around me.
Scientists.
They wouldn't die or anything. You just likely would never see them in that version. You could maybe find them in parallel universes, but
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to be the same. Odds are you ended up in a universe where they don't even know who you are.
Well then.
Very
I watch a lot of
interesting.
Doctor Who. He's a time traveler.
Huh.
Luna will be proud of me. Or Lou, sorry. They changed their name. They have a yeah. I got you, Lou.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They know it's not easy for me, but they know I'm working on it.
I'm proud.
You know, another one I would really like is the siphon abilities. Like a warlock.
You trying
You
to
know what I'm
take other
saying?
people's life?
Yes, bro.
It's just a
For my
vampire.
own. To be like, oh yes, give me some of them juices. You know, I want some of that.
You're gonna hocus
Delish.
pocus. The way you describe that sounds so much like hocus pocus. Feed them a potion and then suck the life
No,
out
I'm not
of
gonna.
them.
No. I'm not gonna give him the potion. I'm gonna be like World of Warcraft style. I'm gonna be like, laser beam to your skull. Give me your life. And just suck it out like a like a moth or like a hummingbird to like one of them flowers. Like they'll be like.
So would you say that's immortality but with more steps?
Um,
Yeah.
I'm just still gonna look like really old. Like I'm gonna look just like, hello, like I'm here to take your soul. What's his name? What was his name? Gul'dan from World of War. That's what I'm gonna look like, hunched over and really old. But I'm still kicking. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what? I like it, honestly. And then I can use that power to heal you guys while you guys are flying around over here. Jay, have you said one? What are you
Skunk, I
gonna do?
accidentally flew into a tree. Fix my face.
Right?
Would
And
you
I'll
be able to
like,
heal us? I thought you would only be able to kill us.
no, siphon. I can use that.
Siphon
to
means
give.
to take, though. You wouldn't be able to help us.
Sure,
I have
but
to.
he
I
could
have to-
siphon it from somebody to somebody.
Right. That's what I'm
else.
saying. I take it and I like go like this, and I'm like ha ha, and then it's like yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, that means you're gonna have
I
to
love how
kill
nerdy
people,
this
though.
conversation is.
You're going
Yes,
to
I'll have
put
to
other
kill
people
people.
up first.
Bro, I'm gonna use the squirrels. I got it all figured out. Okay.
The
We're just gonna.
squirrels.
I'm gonna siphon a squirrel.
Daranji.
Poor little squirrels. And they're just gonna die. I mean, that's all that's gonna happen.
Doesn't siphoning like take the take the person's brain, their thoughts as well?
The squirrel's brain. All right.
Squirrel's
Yeah.
brain.
Yeah.
Every
the
time he
Yeah.
heals us, we just get a little
squirrel has the
nuttier.
squirrel's brain.
You guys are like, I gotta get some nuts up in here. I'm like, okay.
Every time he heals,
Whatever
I just got a
works. At least you're
hankering
still
for
flying
peanuts
around.
right now.
Mm-hmm. Jay, what's yours? What is your what are you doing over here? You haven't said nothing yet.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's gonna be feral. That's what it is.
He's gonna
What?
be a Jedi, just based on the poster.
No, Jedi
That could be a
seem pretty
superpower,
weak.
the ability to manipulate the Force.
Why is there insanely rich and attractive male and female on here? What?
Well,
What?
Jay's already got the insanely rich one.
Yes, richest on the server. Thank you, thank you. I think
Interesting.
still, hopefully. I don't know.
Yeah, Winter, you might be richer.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't collected my shop profits, so I mean, I think I'm still ahead, hopefully.
You know,
Well,
he
based
had
on
me
watching the
log onto the
Hermits
server the
consuming
other
gold,
day
I might
just
be
to
rich.
see his shop. He had me log on to the server. Okay, he's like, Skunk, get on the server real quick. Go, Skunk. I'm like, all right, what do you want to do? Like, just get on the server. Just get on the server.
Yeah, get on the server, come to spawn,
Just get on
come
the
by
server.
the custom
And I
armor
was
stand
at
building.
my base. He's like, come to spawn real quick. Come to spawn. I'm like, okay, it must be important. No, he's like, look in the chest. Look in the chest. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, look at my profits. I'm like, really? You had me get on for all this? He's like, all right, come to my other shop real quick.
Is that going to be in an
Really?
episode, Jay?
No.
Maybe.
It should be. That's hilarious.
Is it actually?
We'll see.
Oh my god, bro.
Got thousands of hours of replay mod backed up just in case he wants to use bits for
He's
episodes.
just got thousands of hours of me, like that footage. That kind of just footage. Good lord. Skunk being a Papaga.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you like it.
That's a great way to mess with somebody.
I can't hear you guys now. What happened? I can't hear you guys now. I think I've lost you guys. Hawkeye, I can't hear you. Huh, well, this is a bit of a predicament. Because it's still recording you, but I can't hear you. Wait, no, actually, I can't hear you at all.
You guys.
You know what? At least we didn't talk about poop the whole time. All right?
Oh god, don't start it.
Just give us credit.
Now you have to
for
donate
that.
$10.
For what?
Saying the word.
Oh, the word. Poop, poop, poop. Poop is the word. As that avo.
And good thing you got a job because you broke now.
I'm not $10. That's Dunkin' Donuts money right there. All right.
Per word? That's a lot.
Per
you just dropped
word?
like you just dropped like $80 right there.
Well, no, it's like a channel points redemption on Twitch. It's just you do one. If people redeem a lot, you just do the one. That's it. You scam them.
Gamer.
Scam.
I am a scammer. I don't even drink water anymore for my channel points.
Yep, see, that's why it's
What?
not
You're like,
fun. You're
oh, drink
scamming.
water, you say. This is
What?
vodka.
Water? Ooh. This is like water apple. with
That's got to be at
flavor.
least 90% water,
Fla-
technically.
Yeah,
right?
90, 80, 11.
The rest is alcohol percentage and flavoring.
Does it say water in here? I don't know.
It's got to be made with water.
Well, it's 20 grams of milligrams, sorry. 20 milligrams of sodium. There you go.
Ow.
I do like me some sodium.
How is this
Yeah,
not
it's
the
good.
weirdest podcast?
Dietary fiber.
Did you watch the last
What-
one?
What is that?
Oh, I should have. Yeah, I need to watch
Listen,
that last
we all
one.
have opinions here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is weirder
So-
than
I have the right
Are-
answer.
so are
If
we
you were
ending?
sentenced to the death penalty, what would be your last meal and why? And I know the answer. There's an answer to this.
Wait, my last meal?
Your last meal.
Yes, if you're on death row, they're gonna put you in an electric chair and kill you to death with that. What do you want to
I don't
eat
wanna die
before you
that way.
die?
I don't want to die that way.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
if they're
That's
like
not the
firing
question.
squad, firing squad.
Well, I don't want to die that way either.
Okay, they're gonna inject you with something. There you go.
I don't want to die that way either.
Well, you don't get a
your last
choice. There
meal
you
would
go.
be-
What do you want to
Lay-
eat?
I want to be launched into a black hole. AllOutJay.
That's the way to
They'll
go.
just launch
but
you
they're
into
not gonna
space and
spend
call it a
billions of
day.
dollars to do that for you.
You act
No, I
like you
just
get a
wanna-
choice.
No. They're
Your
gonna
choice is
launch
what
me
meal?
into space, and then
Launch
they're
me
I'm gonna go into a black hole, and then they're gonna take off my suit, and then I'm gonna look like a pancake because doesn't like a black hole like kind of like vortex you around, right?
It's called spaghettification.
No, it's not called spaghetti. It's called pancakeification.
It's called
Okay.
spaghettification. It
I respect
stretches
it.
you out.
I think
First
I know what I'm
pepper,
talking
back
about.
is crack, you'll-
Winter went robot.
Yes, we
Don't
lost.
worry, the comments will let us know. They always let us know.
We kind of lost
What,
you for
which
your
one it
last
is?
minute of your rant.
No, my rant was over.
No, he's here. He's fine.
Okay,
Listen,
so what is
it's-
your
it's
what is your last meal gonna
pancakeification.
be, Skunk? What is your last meal gonna be? Let's hear it.
Well, bro, it's gonna be pancakes as I'm going out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be having some pancakes with some sausage,
Pancakes.
delicious, like a delicious breakfast. Like you go to the buffet, you get everything. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
That's what it's gonna be.
why?
Why? Because I love
It is a
breakfast,
two-part
first of
question.
all.
What do you eat and why?
Well, because I love breakfast. I cooked a fabulous breakfast for Whitefire and AllOutJay over here. Okay, they loved it. Chocolate chip pancake, delicious. Hash browns. We're gonna have hash browns, bacon, sausage. We're gonna have pancakes, butter, syrup. Delicious. It's gonna be the best breakfast yet. OJ with a little bit of coffee. Oh, it's gonna be not combined. Don't combine the two. Separate. It's gonna be delicious. Eggs. We're gonna have eggs as well. So it's gonna be great. I'm telling you.
That sounds good. I would dig
Mhm.
that.
And I'll cook it. On my way out, I'll cook it.
They're not
I'll
gonna let
even-
you cook it.
What do you mean? Who's
Well,
who we
you're,
talking about here? Who's not
you're
gonna let me
about to
cook
be
it?
unalived here. They're not going to give you weapons to try to get out.
I'm not gonna try to escape. If they offer me a great breakfast that I can cook myself, I'm gonna cook it, and I'm gonna be like, all right, that's the deal. If you want to kill me, make a great breakfast. There you go.
Deal
Or I'll
the
make a
century
great
right
breakfast.
there.
Yeah. It'll be good.
What about you, Ash?
I'd order some pizza. Call it a day.
That's easy.
Are you kidding
Call
me?
it a day. What do you mean?
I mean, I'd call it a life.
Wait.
Oh,
What kind
yeah,
of pizza?
there you go.
Papa John's? Papa John's
Life
pizza?
complete.
I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe it might be some like local pizza place here.
Okay.
Local pizza
I like
place, that's the best.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
What about you, Jay?
Oh yeah.
Well, you see, we're gonna start off with a nice Caesar salad, and then we're gonna move on to the main entree, which is a nice fillet or wagyu steak or some kind of steak, served medium because I'm too scared of medium rare or rare. Too much blood, so medium is the nice middle ground for me. And then we're gonna have some mashed potatoes on the side. Nice garlic
the
mashed
Longhorn.
potatoes.
That's what I'm getting from it. You go Longhorn.
No, Longhorns is like low quality steaks. Like it's still better than Applebee's or whatever. But we want
Real good Applebee's.
we want like $1,000 steaks over here.
Oh wow, you talking thousands of dollars. for
We're
steak.
talking I just mentioned wagyu steak. That's not no cheap steak. That's the
Well,
expensive
I'm just
steak.
saying, Jay. I'm just saying you could, why you got to be so expensive when you're going out, But like, you don't
It's
got to
got
do
to
that.
Oh
make a statement.
yeah,
I
a
guess so.
nice steak. There we go. With some mashed
Alright,
potatoes
okay.
and a nice Caesar salad.
You guys ready for
Cheesy
the real
mashed
answer?
potatoes.
What's the real answer?
Real answer is you go to Red Lobster and you order endless shrimp. You will literally never finish your meal. You cannot be killed. You're still in the middle of your last meal.
That's cheating. That's cheating. All right,
That's
then I'm going to
smart.
IHOP and
It's
getting an endless
also
pancake.
it's also
okay?
cheaper than Jay's option, right? $30 or whatever. Eat for the rest of the remainder of your life.
Whoa. I'm just trying to die on a nice stomach.
No,
you
if
guys.
you're gonna die, the alternative, right, is if you're gonna be unalived, regardless, you gotta leave a mark when you go out. Eat something that just makes a mess when you're done with it.
Oh, because you do poop when you die.
Yep.
Oh, here we go again. Gosh dang it. Oh my god.
And that's the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Ending on
it.
poop.
That's grand finale. Good
Oh
lord.
my
That's gonna be
Skunk
I
cannot
can't.
resist.
I don't even want to talk about
Yeah,
it. I don't even
Skunk
wanna
can't
talk-
resist. I don't know how.
What are you talking about? He brought it up. Are
You were the
joking
one
me?
that mentioned that word several times this podcast, Skunk. I did not mention it
Listen,
a single time.
listen,
Only thing I know is I'm not the culprit
listen.
here. You are. Shame.
I think honestly, I think
Shame.
Ash is. I think Ash is the culprit. All right,
Whoa.
he keeps bringing it up. Like I don't even know what's going on here.
Accusing me of bringing that
Oh
word
yeah,
up.
absolutely, 100%. All your fault.
You know what? Let's just say the word backwards so people don't know what we're talking about. Poop. God dang it.
Wait, it is. Oh, it is Soul Troop backwards. That's correct. You're
Y'all
right.
have no idea.
Oh gosh. Okay, well, do we have anything else we want to mention before we officially end episode 27 of the AfterLife podcast?
If you haven't done so yet already and you want to,
Make sure to
applications should
poop.
be linked
Oh, sorry.
in the description down below. Join the server today.
You guys,
Yes.
you don't have to say poop. You could just say like feces or something.
That's
There you go.
worse. That sounds even worse.
Yeah, well, you know, you
Here I am
further-
All right,
promoting
fine.
you guys to join
Diarrhea. There you go.
our server. We're talking
Gonorrhea,
about
there we
poop.
go. Okay.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea. What's gonorrhea?
Oh goodness.
Okay, ladies
do you
and
even
gentlemen,
wanna
don't
join?
forget to
Like-
join the server. Well, if you're interested in joining the
gonna
server,
leave-
it's
we're gonna leave
tiny.cc/after or join AfterLife. Link in the description down below. Also, don't forget to join our Discord at tiny.cc/AL Discord. We also have links to all the AfterLife members and, of course, everything else related to Afterlife at streaminglinks.com/AfterLife SMP.
Mhm.
And that is all for episode 27. Bye-bye.
Yeah, we have a poop channel in our Discord. If you want to continue the conversation.